Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. We still need to get into orbit. Our last craft was a lot heavier than I anticipated. And I could be doing like delta V calculations because they give you more information down here now. And it tells you your mass, and you can look at your engine, see what your thrust is, and etc, etc, etc. So you could do the math if you really wanted to, or you could get Kerbal Engineer, which I think Engineer is not working right now, but I don't actually have it on. You can get the Delta V thing, you can get the map to tell you how much Delta V you need to get off the planet, but I like playing it, kind of by the seat of my pants. A little bit. We're gonna make this thing up go. I think this is more than enough juice to make it happen now. All the weight is gone, because we're not taking any science with us. It's a shame, but there's nothing left up there anyway. And this makes it so we can actually freaking get there. Wish we had our launch clamps, though. We do not. I don't have the bigger fuel tanks yet. Need more science. Oh, I turned off my own music and just turned the game's music back in because, I don't know, I was just having a hell of a hard time finding the right balance of volume. My music seemed too loud. Game's music is like... I think I'm doing this gravity turn too soon, too. I've got used to FAR. I didn't change this three wing layout, which sucks. I think I'm doing this gravity turn too soon is what's actually causing me issues. In the base game, you're not supposed to do this gravity turn so soon. In FAR, you do. Maybe I want to install FAR, I'm not sure. Wings, they suck. Should have put four on or none on. Four, or just use the set in place fins instead of these ones that rotate. I have to read that launch profile information again. I haven't played in such a long time, I'm doing this way wrong. Jesus Christ. I need to install FAR again. Really just a matter of like personal preference. FAR makes spacecraft really easy, but it makes flying stupidly hard. Doesn't this stay open anymore? It's like really actually kind of frustrating me. Used to be you go into this window once when you're like landed, bring it up so you're ready to go when you get into space. I also can't see my freaking staging. That get at. A pain in the butt having to click that every time. Why did they do that? Okay. one still might be cutting it close, I don't know. If I fail again, we're just gonna do our plain stuff in this version of the game, and then I'm gonna install FAR if it's up and running. I don't even know if the mod's running yet. It might not be. I'll switch over to FAR and probably should have brought my Apple Apps up higher for that first part of this, but there we go. Oops, sorry. It's a space. Like all my... Like the game got like way quieter than it's supposed to be. Earlier it was like way too loud when I first started. Then I lowered things. Then I brought them back up to... Oh my god, it's so dark. Then documents that way. There you go, we're in orbit. Okay. Here's the accomplishments of our spacecraft. I'm going to track the number, track contributions from numerous organizations, money. Until they're covering King that you play staying in space, so they're still looking. Great job. It means staying in space. Our debris. Where is the Space Center? Over here. This trajectory is working. I have to have patch conics before I can do trajectory. Okay. So dark. I can't do waypoints either. Think about... Actually, I think if we just lower where we're at, we might land fairly close to the KSP. The closer we can get, the better. We get better returns for our recovery. Okay. Didn't shut down as quickly as I would have liked. It's so dark. Not sure my Planet Shine mod is working. It is. It's so dark. And yes, Eve, the environmental visual enhancements mod, is not working. It's a mod that makes the planet a lot prettier on fine-tuned controls. It gives it clouds and nighttime lights. Probably over land right now, so we can probably, even with fine-tuned controls on, this is extremely hard. Nothing's like staying out anymore. Kind of annoying. I don't like that these bodies are instantly toppling over when I get out. These spacecraft. Jesus. At least Jebediah should level up after this. Once he's leveled up, he should be able to hold prograde or hold retrograde. Makes landing a lot easier. Tell him to hold retrograde. Problem is, when they first added that feature, it didn't work because they would use like a stupid amount of electric charge. It would just instantly run out of electric charge because of however the AI is programmed to use the SAS. They were programmed wrong. At bad time. And couldn't do it. Just had to do it manually. Alright. Oh yeah, we do have way too many parachutes, but this is gonna be a lot gentler of a landing than the ones we have had. Those ones were gentle anyway. Yeah, we kind of drift as we move into the atmosphere here. If we had hold to retrograde, I wouldn't have to worry about that. Also sucks that the alert, the mod Science Alert isn't working either. That mod would have like a pop-up up here telling you that there's new science available as you are in the biome for it, which was really good for Kerbals in orbit, because you could sit and you could wait for those pop-ups to come up, and that would tell you if you were over a new biome for doing the EVA near Kerbal science. I'll turn the SAS off. This thing should be aerodynamically sound, and I'll just hold its own retrograde direction. Those bigger ones I had to kind of leave it on, because you never know if they want to flip out of control and stuff. But this shape is meant to hold its own direction. Interesting, I don't have a... Actually lower those, huh? Lower the wheel authority so it doesn't make things impossible to control when I'm trying to do fine tunes. Anyway, what I was trying to say earlier is it used to be this pod, this one in particular, had its own ablative material on it. This one, though, doesn't seem to, and like that's actually a little bit scary. Be okay? Like, I assumed this thing didn't need a heat shield because it used to be its own heat shield, but now we have a heat thing popping up. Only gonna get worse. Terrifying. Didn't like accidentally unload the ablative when I pulled out the monopropellant, did I? I'm worried. Worried, Jebediah. We might land in mountains. Would be nice, actually. But we can't get the surface samples. We upgrade the astronaut complex again. Guess we're okay now. It was a little scary though. I wonder if I need to start bringing heat shields with me for even just this little pod. We did pull it off. We did figure out that that engine was enough. It was just thing was too heavy last time. Well, if we're gonna land in these mountains or not. Good. I was worried that I'm gonna land on this freaking slope. Be less ideal. We really have to pay attention to the meters modifier this time, because oh shit, we are gonna land fucking slope. Uh-oh. How did we manage to do that? This is gonna be a problem. We're probably gonna roll down the slope. Most likely explode. Why we're kinda teetering here. I didn't mean to pop that there. It's fine. Teeterings. I put in a mod called Persistent Rotation. It's supposed to save your rotation after you exit the vehicle. I wonder if that's kind of messing with other forms of rotation here, even though it shouldn't. Hopefully the bottom of our pod has enough like friction to just hold on to the side of the mountain. So hard to see what you're relative to. See the right, so it must be good. Yep, there's our shadow. I'm gonna turn SAS on because that might help us keep where we're. Okay. Luckily we had enough traction. Ugh, landing on the mountains. Scary. Wish we got some science that's a little bit harder to get to. And we completed our mission. So 21 science. Advanced level 1, so now he can be a badass. Hopefully. They actually fixed everything. I want this, and I want this. I also want this, this. Of course, I always want new science parts, because that's just always good to have. What a pain. Ender cans, pretty good for landing on the mun. It's most critical. This would help us lower our part count. Rocket. Gonna start being important. Tough decision. These are all like really important. I guess these are a little bit like you can get away with not having them. Also, maybe time to start our small space 5,000. I'm gonna do that just so that thing's flat. It's kind of funny. The runway we start with is more bumpy than just the terrain around you. The terrain around you is perfectly flat. I think we'll work to next morning though, so it's daytime. Let's build a space plane and get some science that's on the ground. We want this. Weirdly, we want this one because I don't think we have a radial intake yet. We will also just want a liquid fuel fuselage. This doesn't have to be a big plane. We're not going to actually fly it around. We're going to drive it. We want to put this on it. So this thing, what you do is you can click on it and it'll pull all the science on the ship to it. We're going to stick Bob, I think, on it. Bob's the scientist, if I recall. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have Bob fly this one. Because he can reset the these unreusable items. So we can use them again. So I should put it closer to him. Where he can actually set these things. Okay. Put that around so it wouldn't intersect with this thing when it opened. I think I am going to put this little canister on here. Never mind, it's not little. Put that little canister on there so the stuff in the back can get pulled to here and then he can pull it in. Those are flat. I don't know if we need wings this big. I don't know what our other options are though. These have their own control surface. Surface. I don't actually need this thing to fly, we just need to be able to go. I've twisted those around too much. There they go. All circular intake. Front. Lower the amount of liquid fuel that's in here because we're not going to bring it very far. Quite a few things we need to check on here, but we'll get to there as we get to it. I'm not good with designing planes, by the way. Much better with rockets. Telling you something because I'm not great with rockets either. Okay, that should be good. It's resettable, so we don't have to worry about it. Oops, I think there's 2 there. Oh, if I made accidentally 2 of these too, better take them off and put them back on just to be sure. Okay. And it needs an engine. You know, basic jet engine. Oops. Alright, now I need to see the center of mass and center of lift. Shit. We need it about like that. Center of lift has to be behind the center of mass, but not too much behind. I'm not sure how much is too much or too little. Like that. Very goofy looking little plane. Call it Eel plane because it looks old. Eel plane. I don't know if it needs a battery. I don't think it does. Save it. What we'll do is we'll use the rest of the time in this episode to show you a little bit of what it does, and then off camera I'm going to go around and do the rest of the science. Couple brakes. Okay. Here's how this is going to work. Fortunately, you can see I cannot toggle SAS because we're not a pilot. So, we have to kind of rely on brakes to stop ourselves. We can, don't have any temperature to log. Log pressure. Bit. Log the magnetometer. Observe the mystery goo. We've already done it once, but we don't have to worry about it being a waste. Because Sir Bob can reset it. So you see, we can do this. Container collect all. I guess I should have also done crew report. So all the science got pulled from all these little pieces into this. Now, assuming he doesn't fall to his death, Bob can come out. He can restore this, store this, take this data, get back on board, and we're ready to go again. Now, oops. The old plane has no operator. Spool up our engine. Can't hear it. And I want to be able to hear with planes. I don't know why I can't hear anything. There's no voices in the game yet, really. But I guess there isn't like the like the contract center. Oh, don't need to go this fast. Brake, please. A little bit too fast there. Got impatient. Now we can just ride this thing around like it's a vehicle. There's a freaking crack in the runway. I guess there is little flaws in the runway there, huh? Another small hump here. Don't have SAS, so we're great. Wish we could hear the jet engine. Makes a really cool noise. Yeah, I'm sure we could hear it if... well. Now we can glide because for some reason the ground's frictionless. I think this thing could actually fly if we wanted to fly with it, but there's no point. Oh, but now we're in another biome, so I can actually... before we even get to these buildings, we can do the same thing as before. Temperature data, quite literally nominal. Pressure scan from KSC, collected and recorded astronomical data from around the surroundings. Log the magnetometer. Accurate reading of the magnetic field. History goo. Already done this, but again, with the scientists, it doesn't matter. And it's junior. Stay from KSC. Lots and lots of science. So that's what I'm going to do between the episodes. Is I'm going to fly this thing to all these little buildings because they all have their own little biome. I might even hit up the shoreline and grassland with it, and I'll have a bunch of science ready to go for the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.